Hello guys, welcome to this new class. Today's topic is about present simple versus present continuous. Remember, you can say present continuous and also you can say present progressive and it's the same. Okay, let's go into see. The present simple, we have the subject plus the verb. Remember, we need to add s or es for he, she, and it. So when do we use the present simple? To express general truth. For example, it rarely rains in the desert. To indicate present habits. So the birds return to the island every morning. That is a routine, a habit. Express timetable events. The plane to London take off at 6:30 a.m. So that happens every day and is a timetable. To indicate permanent states, I like the new James Bond film. That is true, it's a permanent state. But when do we use present continuous? So the structure for the present continuous is the subject. We need to have the verb to be as an auxiliary verb. In this case, the first that we have am, is, or are, plus ing. If we are using it in the negative form, we use not. Okay? When do we use it? To describe actions happening now. For example, she is reading a newspaper upstairs. To express a nudging habit. So it's happening constantly, but that is a nudging. So um, you don't like it. So you're always forgetting to pay the bills. That is annoying, okay? To describe future arrangements. So we also can use the present continuous to talk about future. That is going to be our next class. But today, let's stay with this sentence. She's getting married on 3rd November, okay? And express temporary states. She's working at the museum until the end of this month. Okay, it's going to continue. Time expressions that we use to talk about both. So for the present simple, remember we can use the frequency adverbs like always, never, usually, often, sometimes, never, because that indicates a routine, okay? And to talk about the present continuous, we have at the moment, at present, currently, nowadays, now, okay? When talking about present continuous. So here we have a little game. So we are going to um, choose if we are using the present simple or the present progressive or continuous. So in this case, we have Mr. Greeny often, we have in space, a barbecue in his garden. So pay attention to this sentence we have here. So give me a clue word that indicates what is the tense that we need to use. So what is the clue that we have here? We have often. So if we have often, it means it's a routine, right? So if we're talking about routines, do we use the present progressive? We use have. We're talking about Mr. Greeny. So if we talk about Mr. Greeny, we need to change it, right? Because we're talking about the present simple because we have often. So is this. Okay, it's going to choose. Okay, perfect. It's going to continue. So remember, the clue word that is often, that indicates a routine, and also the conjugation of the verb, because we cannot say have, because we're talking about Mr. Greeny, and if we talk about Mr. Greeny, remember that is he. And if we have he, we need to change the verb in the present simple. It's going to continue. David space a film at the cinema right now. Right now. What do you think is the correct answer? Is watching, watches, or watch? So what is the clue word? We have right now. That indicates what? Present continuous, right? So we cannot say watches. Um, if it says here every Sunday or every Monday or something, we have a routine. But in this case, the sentence says right now. So it means we need to use the present progressive. Perfect. Next. So this sentence, I space a shower twice a day. Twice a day. So, what does it mean? In Spanish, dos veces al día. So, what does it mean for us? It means that it's a routine, right? So, if we're talking about routine, present progressive, or present simple, twice a day, routine. So, let's going to be, I am taking a shower twice a day, and is this right? Remember that when we are talking about the present progressive, that we need to have the verb in ing. If the verb is ending in e, we need to remove the e and change it to I. But in this case, it's not this one, neither this one, so it's this one. Remember? Twice a day. So we're talking about routine. So I take. Remember, we don't say takes because we're talking about I. Okay? Perfect. Now let's going to continue. The kids, plural, the kids, space, books at the moment. Okay? So, at the moment, what is this? What is this clue word about the simple present or the present progressive? At the moment, because they are doing it now. So, the kid is reading. Do we say is with the kid? Because it's plural. Read. We're not talking about the simple present. This is not a routine. It says here at the moment. So the kids are reading. Okay? Are reading. Great. Now, Ben and I space for a walk this afternoon. This afternoon. What does it mean? Routine? At the moment? No, it's not at the moment. I'm saying this afternoon. Ben and I go? No, it cannot be because if we say go, it is for routine. Are going? Or I'm going. I am going. No, is wrong. I'm going. Okay? Because we don't say I because we're talking about Ben and I. So Ben and I are going. And this is a sentence that is indicating the future. This afternoon is not happening at the moment, but it's going to happen in the future. Okay? And it's giving us this sentence that is the clue. Okay? Next. Susan pays her dentist twice a year. Again, we have twice a year. So it indicates that it's a habit, it's a routine, right? So visit without S. Remember, we're talking about Susan is visiting. It is not doing it at the moment. It's twice a year. So visits. Good. Next. My dad always space a newspaper in the morning. How do we write read? Read. Reads with double D? I don't think so. Is reading at the moment? No, always in the morning, okay? So remember, we're talking about my dad, so we say reads. My dad always reads a newspaper in the morning. Then we have they space at the bus station at the bus stop right now. Right now. So let's see. Are waiting, is waiting. We say they is or they are or they wait right now. They are waiting. Good. They are waiting at the bus stop right now. Okay? And now, I usually space my kite in the summer. Okay? So, usually, what indicates that is a routine, right? So, if we're talking about I need to change the verb flies. I'm flying or fly. I'm talking about I, and it's a routine. So it shouldn't be with the ing nor the verb to be. So we need to have fly, correct? Because we're talking about I, and it's a routine, I usually. My family always space dinner together on Sundays. My family is having. No, because we're saying always, right? And it's a routine. Halves, is this correct? Do you write half like this? No, right? And we have half. Good. My family always have dinner on Sundays. Excellent. And that is it for today. I hope you have understood. If not, remember you have everything on Aula Virtual. You need to go to our class and you need to log in the Aula Virtual, and then if you have any questions, just ask. Okay, bye bye.